Hi, boys and girls. Today we are going to read a story that is titled Leaves. Now, yesterday we read a story about leaves also. Take a look at this. This book is titled Leaves, and so is this one. But yesterday we determined that this book was fiction. It's fiction because it tells a story. Now, these books have the same title. Remember, the title is on the cover of our book. So they have the same name, Leaves and Leaves. But we're going to have to decide, is this book fiction, like Leaves from yesterday, or is this book nonfiction? Now remember, fiction has characters. Characters are the people in the story. Fiction has a setting, so it takes place somewhere. It has a problem, something that goes wrong for our character, and it has a solution. Somehow the problem is solved. It tells a story. It's make-believe, made up, fake. Nonfiction is not fake. It is not made up. It is true information about a real person, real place, or a real thing. Let's read Leaves and decide, is this book fiction or is it nonfiction? Leaves are an important part of a tree. Leaves get their color from pigments. A pigment is a chemical that gives something its color. Look at this word, it's bolded. Remember last week we learned that anytime we see bold words in a book, we know that the author wants us to know that that's an important word. It's a key word. Every leaf has a pigment. Some leaves have more than one. Chlorophyll is a type of pigment. It makes leaves look green. Even if there are other pigments in a leaf, chlorophyll covers them up. Chlorophyll helps leaves make food for trees. Leaves need chlorophyll, air, water, and a lot of sunlight to make food. The process of making food is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means putting together with light. And take a look at the picture. It has a diagram here. Another bold word. Some trees have green leaves all year. These trees are called evergreens. A pine tree is a type of evergreen. This looks like a big Christmas tree, doesn't it? Beautiful photographs. Deciduous trees shed their leaves in the fall, but first the leaves change colors. You may see deciduous trees around our area, boys and girls, because as the weather gets cooler, you'll notice that the leaves, just like on deciduous trees, they change colors and they begin to fall. In the fall, the days are shorter. This means the sun is out less. The leaves on a deciduous tree do not receive enough sunlight to make food. As the leaves get less light, the chlorophyll in them breaks down. When the chlorophyll disappears, the other pigments in the leaves start to show. Some of the pigments are red. Some of them are yellow. Have you ever seen trees with leaves red and yellow? When the leaves have no chlorophyll left, they cannot make food for the tree, so the tree has no more use for its leaves. Trees can store food in their roots. The tree stops providing water to the leaves through their stems. Without support from the tree, the leaves start to die. Their stems become weak. The leaves may fall off of the tree. And when the leaves fall off the tree, they land on the ground. I bet you have seen leaves on the ground before. Some are raked into piles. Others stay on the ground and break up into little pieces. They can become food for earthworms. Look at that slimy earthworm. No matter what colors their leaves change to, trees are a beautiful sight in the fall. And at the end of our book, we have a glossary. Remember, I told you last week that a glossary gives us the definitions of those important words that the author bolded. These are key words. The author wants us to know that they are important and they better help us understand the book. I hope you enjoyed our book about leaves. Let's decide if this book is fiction or nonfiction. Was this book a story? No, it was not a story. I know that it's not a story because there were no characters in this book. Remember, characters are the people in the story that talk to one another. Sometimes they're humans, sometimes they're animals, they could be robots. We had nothing like that in our book. No one was speaking. We didn't have a setting, a problem, or a solution. This was not made up. It was not make-believe. Now, nonfiction, it teaches us information. Did you learn information today? Yes, you did learn information. Remember, nonfiction teaches us about real people, real places, or real things. In this book, we learned about something real. We learned about leaves, specifically what happens to leaves in the fall. Did you learn about leaves today? Yes, you did. Would this book be considered fiction, like our story yesterday, or nonfiction? That's right, this book is nonfiction. So even though our books have the same title, they are not the same genre. Remember, genre is a fancy word for the category of writing, okay? Fiction, fake. Nonfiction, not fake. Fake information, make believe, real information. So same title, but different types of writing. I hope that you enjoyed the story, and I hope even more that you will pay close attention as the weather begins to become cooler and as the leaves change colors and as they begin to fall. I hope that you have an opportunity to rake some leaves and jump in them this fall. See you guys later.